Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday market webcast. Okay, hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody is healthy. Daily chart. So they hopped it up to 28.19 and change right off the Sunday open, and they took it straight down. Rejected it immediately to the tune, ultimately, of about 100 handles. Your low of the of Globex is 27.17. It's rallied off of that now. Trade about 27.60, 27.61. You can see it trying to get involved with the upper level. It did that on Friday. You can see it has tested the 50-day as well. Let's just go right over to the hourly chart. So there's your hop up, bump into the upper band, down to 27.17, and then basically just kind of flatlined after that. So it's been up a little bit from where it was last night. We tried to do some setups last night early on, and it was just in the 40s, 50. And it was just kind of a 10-handle chop range. So I decided to just put it away, and we're flat, and we'll very likely be just flat in the open unless something just really jumps out and says you've got to make me a setup. As we get into today, you see the new weekly pivot, 26.93. The 9-day and the monthly are hooked up down there, and your daily pivot is much below. The bigger picture is that the bulls defended every metric that they had to defend last week. They won the weekly pivot. They won the monthly pivot. They took out the 9-day, and they have been bumping now for 3 days in a row, 1, 2, and 3. Against the upper band. So we're in an upper band ride. And the thing I would encourage people to try to avoid in this, whether this is the beginning of a leg up or the secondary move from a leg up after establishing daily mid-band and the other things that I've mentioned, weekly, monthly, as support, or whether this is just some great big bear market rally, and a lot of that depends on what I would say your underlying bias is with regard to the markets in general. Whatever your persuasion, do not fight price. Do not fight price. This thing will tie you up to the bumper of the squeeze bus and drag you all the way down the road if you let it. If the thing wants to go up, what we do is, if it wants to go up, fine, let's go. If that's the direction that the handles are headed in, do that. Don't fight price. Don't fight price. Moves like this, and have already gone and could continue to go farther and faster than you want them to go. And because it's not about what you want, what you think, or how you feel, it's about what price wants to do. And price for the last 6-7 sessions wants to go higher, and that's it. That's all that matters. So getting into the open today, here's a 5-minute chart, and you can see just how nasty an open that was. Let's sweep all the shorts out, and then take the longs and absolutely kill them for 100 handles. I mean, that's basically, and that was over the course of 20 minutes. So this thing remains incredibly volatile, and we covered all of our stuff into the weekend. And you might as well, saves you the trouble of being on either the wrong side of the gap or just getting whipped around. It's, the gaps have been juicy, but they have been pretty hard to trade, and the gap risk over a 3-day weekend was, I'm not sure that it was worth it in any respect. It's a long time to hold. In an environment like this, there's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. There's a lot of things that can go right, depending on where you are. So I have not been holding into the weekends lately. So for the open today, you can see what it did. Up, down, and then, we've just kind of been hanging out. Little move to the upside here. It's brushing into the daily pivot at 66. You've got volume-weighted average price basically at 50. Our proprietary moving average is just underneath there at 48. 5-minute mid-band, 54 and change. So it's a Monday. I think at the end of the day there will be a clear winner, clear loser by the end of the day. But I expect the open to be whippy and choppy, and try to pick your pocket a little bit. So be prepared for that. The hourly mid band's at 57. So 50 to 70 or 50 to 65, 66 is going to be key. That sounds really wide, but it's in this volatility, it's really not. And the back end of that situation is because it's volatile. 15 handles can trade like 1.5 handles very easily. So don't get chewed up. What we're going to do in the room is we're gonna let this thing open up. We'll see what it can do to the extent it can show us where risk is, and then we'll trade it. But don't go nuts taking a million trades off the open, especially on a Monday. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. There'll be more stuff out on social. We're going to be announcing some webinars, some other stuff coming up that I want to do between now and the end of the month. So be on the lookout for that. Take care. Be healthy. Be safe. Trade them well. Come join us in the room. I'll talk to you tomorrow.